world above had learned to fear the Hulk. Wherever his rage erupted, mountains cracked, armies scattered, and entire cities trembled beneath his footsteps. But even the strongest creatures could be pushed too far. And on this night, something pushed Hulk beyond the limits of the living world. A violent storm had swallowed the land. Thunder rolled across the mountains as Hulk charged through the darkness, his enormous footsteps tearing through the earth. He was angry. Not the ordinary anger that created the Hulk. This was something deeper, something that had been building for days. Every sound irritated him, every shadow looked like a threat, every voice inside his mind seemed to disappear beneath one word: Hulk, Hulk. Sheem stopped at the edge of a massive cliff. Below him was nothing but darkness. Then the ground began to shake. Hulk looked down. A gigantic crack opened beneath his feet. Green energy erupted from the earth. The crack widened. Hulk roared and leaped backward, but the ground beneath him collapsed. The giant fell. He crashed through layers of stone, deeper and deeper beneath the earth, but he never reached the bottom. Instead, the darkness swallowed him. For several seconds, there was nothing. Then Hulk opened his eyes. He was standing on black soil beneath a crimson sky. A cold wind moved across an endless wasteland. In the distance stood enormous gates made from ancient black metal. Behind those gates were countless shadows, souls, millions of them. They moved silently through the darkness, trapped within a realm that had no sunrise and no escape. Hulk slowly rose. He looked around. This wasn't Earth. Something about the place felt wrong. There was no life, no birds, no trees, no human voices, only the distant sound of chains. Then Hulk heard footsteps. A massive three-headed creature emerged from the darkness, Cerberus, the guardian of the underworld. Each of its heads snarled at Hulk. Hulk stared back. For several seconds, neither creature moved. Then Cerberus attacked. Its three jaws opened simultaneously as it charged across the wasteland. Hulk planted his feet. The monster slammed into him. The impact sent a shockwave across the ground. Hulk was pushed backward several meters. Then he grabbed one of Cerberus's heads. The creature roared. Hulk pulled. Cerberus crashed into the ground. The other two heads attacked immediately, but Hulk struck them away with both fists. The Guardian rose again. Hulk roared louder. The battle shook the gates of the underworld, but suddenly, everything stopped. Cerberus froze. The countless souls stopped moving. Even the wind disappeared. Hulk slowly turned toward the gates. They were opening. A deep voice echoed across the wasteland. "Who dares enter my kingdom?" The gates separated. A towering figure walked through them. He wore dark armor and carried a massive weapon in his hand. His presence alone made the entire underworld tremble. Hades had arrived. The ruler of the dead looked directly at Hulk. For thousands of years, countless warriors, monsters, kings, and gods had entered his domain. None had arrived like this. Hades looked at the destroyed ground, then at Cerberus, then back at Hulk. "You are not dead." Hulk clenched his fists. "Hulk doesn't care." Hades smiled. "That is precisely why you are dangerous." The ground beneath Hulk began to glow with dark energy. Hades raised his weapon. "You have entered a kingdom where strength alone means nothing." Hulk's eyes narrowed. He stepped forward. "Hulk, strongest there is." Hades laughed, and the gates of the underworld slammed shut behind Hulk. The ruler of the dead lifted his weapon. "Then prove it," Hulk roared. The underworld answered, and for the first time in centuries, the realm of the dead prepared for war. Hades raised his weapon, and the entire underworld shook. Hulk charged first. His feet tore through the black soil as he crossed the distance between them in seconds. He swung with enough force to split a mountain. Hades blocked. The collision created a shockwave that swept across the wasteland. Hulk grinned. He swung again and again. Hades moved with impossible speed, avoiding each strike before driving his weapon into Hulk's chest. The blow launched Hulk across the underworld. He crashed through a wall of black stone. For a moment, there was silence. Then the rubble exploded. Hulk emerged. His eyes burned with rage. Hulk smash! He charged again. This time, Hades met him head-on. The two giants collided. Hulk grabbed Hades and drove him into the ground. The earth cracked beneath them. Hades struck Hulk across the face. Hulk answered with a punch. Another. The ruler of the dead was forced backward for the first time. The souls watching from the distance began to whisper. Hades was losing ground. But then Hades smiled. "Do you really believe this is a contest of strength?" He slammed his weapon into the ground. Dark energy erupted across the battlefield. Hulk suddenly felt something pulling at him. Not his body, his soul. His roar became louder as invisible chains wrapped around his spirit. Hades had found the weakness of the living. Hulk grabbed the chains. They tightened. His muscles expanded. His rage intensified. The chains began to crack. Hades stared in disbelief. No. Hulk pulled harder. The first chain shattered, then another. Then dozens of them exploded around him. The shockwave knocked Hades backward. Hulk charged. But before he could reach him, the ground opened. Thousands of skeletal warriors climbed from the darkness. They surrounded Hulk from every direction. Hades raised one hand. Let the dead teach the living humility. The undead army attacked. Hulk became a storm. He swung his fists through rows of warriors, sending bones and armor flying across the battlefield. One soldier struck his back. Hulk turned and smashed it into the ground. Another climbed onto his shoulders. Hulk grabbed it and threw it into a massive stone pillar. More came, hundreds. Then thousands. Hulk roared and unleashed a shockwave that cleared the battlefield. The remaining undead were scattered across the wasteland. Hades watched carefully. The Hulk was becoming stronger. Every second, he remained angry. His power increased, and Hades understood something terrifying. The longer this battle continued, the less chance the underworld had of stopping him. Hades lifted his weapon again. The sky darkened. A river of black fire appeared behind him. Hulk looked toward the flames. Something was moving inside. A massive creature emerged. It was larger than Cerberus. Its body was covered in burning cracks, and chains wrapped around its arms. The monster roared. Hulk stared at it. For the first time since entering the underworld, Hulk did not attack immediately. Hades pointed toward him. Every soul that enters my kingdom eventually faces judgment. The creature charged. Hulk planted his feet. The monster slammed into him. The impact pushed Hulk backward across the ground. Hulk dug his fingers into the earth. He stopped. Then he lifted the creature. With a furious roar, Hulk threw it through the gates of the underworld. Hades' eyes widened. The monster crashed into the walls beyond him. Hulk turned toward Hades. The ruler of the dead finally understood. This wasn't an ordinary invasion. Hulk wasn't fighting to escape. Hulk was fighting because rage was the only thing keeping him standing. Hades raised his weapon. Then I will show you what lies beneath my kingdom. The ground beneath Hulk split open. A vast abyss appeared. Hulk looked down. Far below were countless glowing eyes. Something ancient was waking. Hades stepped backward. You have survived the Guardian. He pointed toward the abyss. You have survived the dead. His voice became darker. But you have not yet faced what the underworld itself fears. Hulk clenched his fists. The abyss roared. A gigantic hand emerged from below. Hulk smiled. Good. The hand rose higher. The entire underworld trembled. Hades looked toward the darkness with something Hulk had never seen in his eyes. Fear. And then the creature beneath the underworld opened its eyes. The battle between Hulk and Hades had ended, but the real war had just begun.